So yeah, it's not gonna break, and I'm gonna get it really healthy. I figured it out. Had to pay a little bit of money to do it, but you know, whatever. So it's really long. It's super long. I just need to be able to, you know, do a little bit more to it. But you know, cool. Yeah, it used to be thick. It's still curly. I straightened it out a little bit. I gave it a really good treatment, so it's super duper protected now. Nothing is gonna break this hair. And yeah. So this is stage coloring that I use, right, when I perform on stage, and I didn't realize I was actually protecting my life and my hair, because apparently this pixie dust likes to go after hair, and this color helps. Little Mermaid, yes, I know. I get that a lot. I get Anna, you know, Elsa and Anna from Frozen. I get that a lot. And I get the Little Mermaid. I've been getting that since I was a little thing. I think I was 20. I don't know, when did that movie come out? Do the math. Anyway, so guys, you know, that's our bullshit story. And I'm so... Look, I really just want to love people. I want to live in love. And when you're being poked and prodded and you can't get sleep, and people are poisoning you and upsetting you, and you think your government abducted your family and they're not rescuing you and they rescue everybody else, but it's really an abduction, you know, what are we supposed to do? We're not going to be happy. Who would? I mean, really, who in their right mind is going to be fucking happy that this is happening to them or anybody? If it was happening to you guys, I wouldn't be happy. That breaks my heart. I mean, it's like, oh my God. So anyway, guys. Oh, and celebrities, be forewarned that cues are purposely putting bad information in the mix of the good information. So that means you're giving us hint drops that are either a fait accompli, meaning we did it already, or you're getting a mixed message and you're sending it to us, and then we're getting pissed off at our government because really the word out right now is that our government abducted our family and they're using us. And if that's not the case, our government is responsible for giving us official communication and telling us what's going on. Because my husband is done. He's like, oh my God. And I never signed up for this. It's too late now. That ship has sailed. We already did everything. It doesn't matter whether or not for our reward collecting, it doesn't matter or not whether we did this willingly or not, because the thing is, we did everything by force. We still did it, and we still qualify for our reward. And here's the thing, we should have gotten the reward anyway based on our heritage, and you guys are trying to get rid of Q anyway. So how is it that you guys spun this around? Was it Trump that did this? And spun it around to make it seem like we were needy of you guys? No, you guys are needy of us. We're the key. That's what I said. We set it up so we're everybody's alibi in a sense. Well, everybody needs us alive. The Qs need us alive. You guys need us alive. Trump needs us alive. And if everybody doesn't start treating us better, they're getting sued left and right. Well, of course. And then the truth is really going to come out, and all the bullshit that you guys really put us through is going to come out. And yeah, if anybody knocks us off, everyone's getting framed for it. We set it up a certain way because we ain't stupid, okay? We knew what we were doing. We did it that way just in case we couldn't trust anybody. If you always start believing that you can't trust anybody, you will never really get decimated, will you? So we don't trust anybody. And that's terrible. I want to live in a world where we trust everybody. But it ain't going to happen. Not with Qs around anyway. So we're not trying to replace Qs for another group of Qs or a good guy version of Q. No more, you have to cut your hair short to be vetted into a group. No more of, oh, you made a mistake here, so now you have to, if you're a boy, wear a dress in public and humiliate yourself because that's how you get back in the group. No more of this hazing. You make a mistake, just fix it. Apologize, and don't do it again, you know? Otherwise, we're just creating another Q group. I mean, right? No. And where did I get this stuff from? Well, guys, this is what's in the Bible. So just because the leader of Q took that and fucked it up and basically fucked Christianity does not mean that it wasn't written with some really good stuff in there that does really work. It does really work if you are a holy person and a really good-hearted person that understands what it's there for. You know? So if you have somebody, like we had dancers coming in late all the time, you don't punish them. How are they going to learn? They're learning to be snarky too. You do what is right. You say, okay, if people are late, you get this many times after this and we have to dismiss you. It's not snarky, it's in writing and they know. Set up your rules and guidelines and regulations. Don't behind the scenes, you know, start putting stuff on their toilet seat and they sit down and they get hurt or they get something and they get stuck to it or some shit like that. You see what I'm saying? You are not mature if you are doing that. Being snarky like that isn't okay. That's why when we start saying stuff, we say what we mean and we say why. That way, it doesn't come across snarky, hint droppy, or anything like that. It is, you guys did this, we're not rescued, so fuck you. Plain and simple. You're causing us harm and you made us spend tens of thousands of dollars for this bullshit, so fuck you. Okay, it's pretty much right on and to the point and well deserved. I mean, really, I think we need to start changing things. And under my leadership, that's what's going to happen. So what do I have to offer? I have freedom to offer. I have all kinds of freedoms. No more is this snarky bullshit. You guys are going to start loving each other properly. Okay? No more of this, you make a mistake and you gotta shave your head. I mean, are you guys in a sorority and a fraternity, or are you living in the real world with love? Love doesn't do that, okay? That's not cool. So why do that? The Bible doesn't say to do that at all. You give restitution. Usually it should fit what it is. Like, you guys made us spend tens of thousands of dollars, so guess what? You're going to pay it back. And then a little bit of interest for our trouble. It's reasonable, it is the law, and I think that is how things should be done. This is in the Bible. Maybe not that specifically, but they say if you accidentally kill your neighbor's cattle, their cow, then you pay for it and replace it. That is a loving, kind thing to do. Okay? You know, if you cause something accidentally to happen, you don't have to shame that person and all of a sudden, you know, they're Satan. Unless they did it on purpose, then that's different. You know, intention does matter too. That's why you have different degrees in the law that say this is manslaughter, 1, 2, 3, murder, first, second degree, right? So there's intention. That's why there's a difference between manslaughter and murder, okay? And that is a provision to protect everybody involved. So I think we need to rely more on logic and... Not that I'm a Vulcan, thank you very much. Like I said, my left and right brain are apparently very well balanced. You ever take those tests? Yeah, we did those tests. So thank you very much. My psych evaluation is A-okay. Yeah. So, what else? Don't endanger somebody. Don't do some snarky behind the scenes bullshit to hurt somebody. What was done to us, we were hurt. We have damage and we lost, and we've been keeping video and keeping very good track of everything and records. So, you know, I think that this matters, and it matters a lot. But you guys, it has to be with equal force. There's something in law enforcement called that, and in the law, equal force. So if somebody pushes you, unless you really think your life's threatened, you don't shoot them. You fight with equal force. So you push back and you get out of the way. You know what I'm saying? Or you get out of the way and you have a choice there. There has to be something that makes sense here. No more having to be vetted up the ladder of trust or something like this. Trust should be based on your experience with that person. You tell them something, you see if it comes back. Although nowadays, you know, when I would tell somebody something, it would come back to me. And I would think, oh, I only told that one person, but it could have been Q listening and eavesdropping now. Couldn't have been. It could have been, right? So, you know, I think we just need to figure this stuff out. And I'm not perfect. I'm going to make mistakes too. But, you know, those who are not loving and gracious and merciful will not receive that. That's also what the Bible says. Now, that is not talking about people who murder people, of course, because they should be properly sentenced. So, you know, they're not talking about that at all. We need to be careful. I'm very concerned that everything was done to us this way. I'm pretty sure that we were conned. I'm pretty sure that people who were involved knew that we didn't know what we were getting into. I had no idea. I could have guessed at some things. We knew that the pixie dust was coming because my son and I had to wear masks outside in Los Angeles almost like a year prior to the COVID coming here. It was already here. There. We're in DC right now. Anyhow, guys, so, you know, we're doing our best. And just look on our website for updates. Don't rely on social media and Twitter, you guys. I fell for it too. Just don't. And please don't be sarcastic. The thing is, you guys might think that I'm really terrible at getting these hint drops. I don't like doing it, so, and plus our brains are being sprayed out of our minds right here because that's what this shit is, right? You need to be in our shoes and be a little bit more reasonable. We're not on a family vacation. We were suffering and being tortured. We didn't agree to this, and some people, if they don't rescue us very soon and their time is running out, they're going to be in fucking deep shit Arkansas. So, you know, don't fucking wait for the Senate to vote to help us, because that may never come. And that's about it. If the Senate doesn't help us, as you can see, we put everybody's damn fucking names in that lawsuit, except for a few who we know who are helping us. And we apologize up front if your names are listed on that and you actually helped us and you're a good guy. Okay, we will work at getting your names off of it, but you're going to have to make it very apparent to us, not via hint drops, because we don't want to make a mistake on this. Let us know. We are more than glad to take anybody's name off of that with proof and evidence that you didn't harm us and that you were for us. Yeah. So be good to us. That lawsuit is on our website as well. It's a letter of intent. Okay, we know when we file it, we have to actually type it up in a certain format, the plaintiff. We know how to do that. We gave a letter of intent. We didn't have to. A letter of intent for a lawsuit is basically giving everybody a heads up and giving them a chance to saddle up their shit and get on our side, support us, and get us rescued. That's really what we want. Oh, we want everything else listed in our dissertation and then some as possible needed outcomes. Let's put that. We are demanding it. And the list of demands is growing. Yeah. So you guys, let's just start with the rescue. And I want to be with my family. If they are in prison, I obviously don't want to be with them. I'm talking about real prison. I'm not talking about the hypothetical, figurative, Capitol building, White House prison. I'm talking about a real prison jail. I don't obviously want to be there with them because I think some of them committed traitorous acts and I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're in confinement or what, but I obviously don't want to be with them. To be even more specific, I want to be in a very safe, nice, beautiful place, being able to roam around freely, put all of our stuff in a nice, big, beautiful few rooms or something, you know, where we don't have to suffer anymore, clean water, clean air. I want to be with my family that are good people who didn't do anything wrong and celebrate with them. I want to be with my ballet teacher. I want to have my body completely rehabilitated so I can perform and dance for you guys. I promised I was going to do a dance tour for you guys, and I mean it. And I want to get to know you guys and see who you are, and I want you guys to see who I am outside of this bullshit. Okay, obviously this is not how we are all the time, but we're doing pretty good. Anyway, I will lead and govern properly and efficiently and lovingly and thinking about you guys first, okay? I will not ask you to do anything that I haven't done myself. And, yeah, you know, we'll just kind of go along with it as we go. And I just want you guys to know I do love you. And I want to be able to live in that love and continuously display and show it. But stop pissing us off. Okay, Snoopy is watching you. The Snoop Dogg is watching. There are a lot of people watching. My little protector. Mwah. So that's for everybody who's helping us legitimately. And nothing will give me greater pleasure than to give you a real hug. And the thing is, you know, here's a hug, a Snoopy hug for now. We need to just be rescued. Don't try to figure anything else out. What's wrong with them? No, we need to be rescued. That's what's wrong with us. So, I want to be with my family. Please, at least, if we're going to be rescued in a few days, bring my dad here so I can be with him and he can be in here with us. We need something to give us some hope. My dad's really good at that. And he can love on me and help me through this because I need help now. I am not prideful and ashamed of my actions, and I'm also not prideful and ashamed to say when I need help and to be rescued. Okay? We did a good job. I did a good job. I'm proud of what I did, and I'll be happier about it and more grateful that I did and proud of what I did after rescue and this all calms down. Guys, this is too much shit for us to handle. We're not staying out here for 6 more fucking months. And it ain't gonna be 6 more fucking days because we have to turn around and go home. It's a money thing. Do the math. Plus we're being treated badly, so that's that too. Okay. Shouldn't have any more questions. I think I made it very plain. Clear. Bye. Honey, you want to turn it off? Honey. Oh, I got it.